But I know it's a tough time in this country. I go all around this country doing this stuff. We're here in Texas. You guys are wild. Y'all have a bunch of wild shit going on. Yeah. Texas had a wild thing going on the past few years, the past few like election cycles during like the Beto era and all that. In the run up to the election, you'll start seeing these coastal journalists. They'll start putting out these articles and analysis and shit coming out being like, don't look now. This could be the year, y'all. Some intriguing polling numbers. This could be the year that Texas turns. Who knows? The world's not ready for that. And then every election night, Texas is like, gotcha, queers. Yeah. Y'all actually bought that shit, huh? No, we wilder than ever, baby. We got abortion posses. We're FedEx and Mexicans. What's up? Let's go. You want some? We'll send you some. What kind you want? We got all kinds. We got Guatemalan Mexicans, Costa Rican Mexicans, you name it, buddy. Texas. This is how wild Texas is. I got a buddy that lived in Texas for like 10 years, and he told me recently, he was like, did you know there's a state-level Republican congressman in Texas who's been trying to pass legislation that would make bestiality legal in the state of Texas? As soon as he told me that, I started telling everybody I knew. I was like, y'all heard what Texas is doing? Listen to this shit. And this is how wild Texas is. I never met 1 ounce of skepticism anywhere. Like, anywhere. Like, even within the state of Texas, no one was ever like, that don't sound right. Are you sure about that? Universally across the board, everybody's like, yeah, I've been waiting on that to happen. That is pretty on brand. Right, which is particularly damning because it turns out my friend was wrong. There's not a congressman here trying to make bestiality legal. He was wrong about that. But to be fair to my friend, that is a real argument that does exist on the internet. If you Google it right now, you can find people out there being like, no, bestiality should be legal. You want to know why? And you're like, no, I don't. I've never wanted to know anything less, in fact. But I've also never been more confident in my position on a subject than I am on this one right now. It don't matter what you say. I know where I stand on this particular matter. So sure, go ahead, why not? Why should bestiality be legal? And they're like, bestiality should be legal because it's not like these animals are signing off on us slaughtering and eating them either. And you're like, that's more sense than I was prepared for you to make. I'm upset at how logical that is, frankly. Because I like cheeseburgers and now I'm sad. Right, because it turns out it's a vegan argument. There's vegans out there trying to make that argument in an effort to illustrate to people how fucked up it is that we eat animals at all. They're trying to draw this parallel, right? And I know what they're trying to do, but I also know how America works. So I know they think Americans are going to see that argument and be like, damn, they're right. We shouldn't be eating them. But I know Americans are going to hear that argument and be like, damn, they're right. We should be fucking them. Tenderize my beef, baby. Why not? We gonna eat them anyway. Might as well fuck them first. What a missed opportunity this has been. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. You purple-headed weirdo. Speaking of purple-headed weirdos, I was in Portland, Oregon recently too, and Portland's interesting for a whole other reason. I feel like Portland is kind of a snapshot of the way the far right looks at the far left in general in this country. And it's an interesting combination of stereotypes that they hold for these people. Like, everybody in my hometown thinks Portland is just a bunch of emaciated baristas with a handlebar mustache, you know. And I tell them it's ridiculous. Portland's a vast metropolis made up of an eclectic array of all different types of mustaches. Like, it's not just handlebar, but they both think it's like hipster Portlandia shit, but also that it's Fallujah for socialists, you know? Like, that's where the most hardcore Antifa super commandos are garrisoned at, right? And that's a weird combination of stereotypes to hold for the same people. It's like they think everybody in Portland is getting dressed up as a Victorian era haberdasher, right? To go set City Hall on fire. And then they make fun of them for that. Like that's a point of ridicule. And I'm like, dude, I don't know about you, but I feel like if I was in the middle of a full-scale riot and all of a sudden a chimney sweep looking some bitch emerged from the smoke bomb haze on top of one of them big front wheel bicycles, like, I wouldn't fuck with that guy. That's how you get choked out with a pocket watch chain. Whimsical anarchy? You don't want no part of that. But they both condescend to the far left for being limp-wristed soy boys, but they're terrified of them at the same time. That's a weird dynamic. You know, it's like their general outlook on them is like, check out this little pussy. Oh shit, is he coming over here? No, hey, I love Sprouts, I love him, please don't make me gay.